So in this episode, we've driven all the way from Tennessee to Bannack State Park, just outside of Dillon, Montana.
Yes, and it was a long 4 days, but it was well worth it.
How far did we drive in 4 days?
2,100 miles, which is enough.
Yep.
But yeah, we're here. We made it. We made it.
And we're here to help out Year to Volunteer. This is our third project we've done with them. And we really like this because it's a ghost town.
We haven't woken up any ghosts yet, though.
No.
So we need to work some more.
Keep looking. On day one was pretty uneventful. We drove all the way from West Tennessee to Tulsa, Oklahoma, about 494 miles, and it was just real nice.
It was a nice, pleasant drive.
Flat, pleasant, non-eventful. But the morning of day two,
we woke up, Dan checked the tires on the trailer, and one was bulging. That was not a good sign.
The treads were separating.
It was bulging and separating, and it's like, we need a new tire.
So that morning we went over real quick at 7 a.m. and got a new tire put on within, an hour, and we're on the road again.
Yes.
So that was a good thing. And we had to drive all the way as far as we could.
To Lyman,
Colorado.
Lyman, Colorado.
And why did we have to drive there as far as we did? Because we went 612 miles.
There was a storm coming in. It was coming, April spring storm through Denver. So we wanted to get as close to Denver as possible, so before it started snowing.
Yep, and we got to Lemon, we got there, got set up, and it started snowing and blowing, and they closed down I-70 from Lyman where we're at, clear back to Burlington that evening and overnight, because it was a total whiteout. And we got about, about 5 inches, roughly?
It was several inches.
Yeah, and in the morning, of course, Carolyn had me out there cleaning off the slides and the tops so we could pull them in.
Hey, Dan!
Huh?
What you doing up there?
Cleaning off the snow and ice.
I am tired of the snow and ice. This is the middle.
About 5-6 inches on top here.
We are in Lima, Colorado. We had a snowstorm come through last night, and we just can't get away from the snow.
You got your slides are all clear.
Awesome. Well, everyone else had the same predicament. They had to get all the snow off their trailers and pull their slides in. There's a lot of people that, fortunately, they found the campground where we did, and they were parked there too.
Yep. So that next day, we wanted to make it as far as we could. We got up in the morning, checked the Colorado cameras on I-70 going all the way up through the passes, and I called her dad. He's the local expert. He says, you'll be fine with that Dodge 4-wheel drive dually. He says, just put it in 4-wheel drive if you need to, and you're good to go. So we didn't leave till what, about 9, 10 o'clock?
It was more closer to 10.
Yeah.
10.
And the other reason we left later too is we'd watched the local newscast, and in Denver they had too many accidents to count. And we're
That's not good.
The snow's not that bad. Why so many accidents? Well, we found out, didn't we?
Oh, they're crazy driving through Denver. They got construction everywhere. The signs are, you really don't know where you're going if you have never gone through there before.
And it was difficult, but we got through it. We're glad we waited. So that day we went 433 miles and eventually got to Green River, Utah.
And that was a nice night.
Yep. We went to dinner that night.
At Ray's Tavern in Green River. It was really good. They had really good cheeseburgers.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
So the fourth day, we went from Green River all the way to Dillon, Montana to a campground we had. We're going to stay the night before we came in here to Bannack. How many miles we drive that day? That was a long day.
Oh, it had to be almost 500?
535 miles.
535 miles. That was close. We saw elk.
A herd of elk.
A herd of elk, at least 60 or 70 of them. Antelope.
Like mule deer, whitetail. A lot of game up here.
Yes.
And gorgeous, wide open country. Hardly anybody else on the road.
It was a beautiful drive. It really was.
And what was the name of the campground we stayed at? It was really nice.
Southside RV Park.
Yeah. Real nice people. She was very accommodating because we came in late. Poor thing, she was actually eating her dinner, and when we got there, she stopped, came and helped us get into our spot.
Very nice little campground, but very, very sweet, and it's a clean campground. Very nice.
Yeah, okay, so then the 5th day,
We got here.
yep. How far did we drive? It wasn't that far.
I was about 35 miles. That was it. It was so nice.
And then we got to drive right through the ghost town.
Yes.
Howdy ho and welcome!
How was that road trip? What's up, you guys? How you doing?
Well, hey there.
Good morning.
It's day 1 here with Year to Volunteer
Yes.
in Bannack Park State Park in Montana. And it was a beautiful day yesterday, as you saw from us rolling in. It was in the mid-60s sunshine.
That's
Well,
a gorgeous day. We even saw a moose.
yeah, baby moose. Carolyn tried to get a picture of it, but it was too fast, so she didn't get it.
It ran a lot faster than I did.
So hopefully you can hear us through this wind, but it's 27 degrees. Storm came in last night. Wind chill's about 16 to 10. And as you can see, it's snowing. I'm having a hard time keeping my hat on. It's pretty chilly. But you can see all the rigs. We're all hunkered down here. We're getting ready to go for a tour of what we got to do here in the state park at 9 o'clock. And then all the fun begins. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy this. Looks like we're going to have a lot of fun. What do you think?
It's a ghost town. It could be haunted.
Yes, Carolyn's into ghosts.
I love it.
We had a lot of conversations around the campfire last night about that. So I'm losing my hat and I'm freezing, so let's log off of here right now.
Unzip my jacket. Staff, we've got Dale, the park manager, right here. Roger's around here somewhere.
Roger's right there. He's our key point of contact. He'll be working with Shar directly on all the stuff that we got going on.
We've got Mitch back here. And then there's Quayne.
Mitch is here as well.
Quayne's back there hiding. So, guys, they've got all the coordination, all the efforts, all of the supplies and everything for us. So let's give them a big round of applause.
Where are we going?
We are going to the hotel to learn about artifacts. We are going to the hotel to learn about the artifacts in Bannack City. I'm real excited about this.
And what are we going to do with the artifacts?
If we find any, we're going to call them and let them know, and they're going to check it out.
Okay, so we're on our way to the hotel.
Yes.
Down the street.
I-10, we're 7 miles off
so
I-16.
we would have had something called party facts. So these are women that are paid to dance with men.
Houston.
So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about artifacts. So if you were working with the boardwalks, or even if you're just wandering around town, you might see that there's glass or different things on the ground. This is not a clean site, and that's perfectly okay. So if you're at the boardwalks and you guys are pulling stuff up and you happen to see something, right? We're not asking you to look. In fact, please don't go looking for things, okay? If you are at the boardwalks and you happen to see something, first thing is ask one of the people that work here to come and have a look at it.
So that was just the local historian archaeologist. She's working here, telling us about everything we need to do here while we're working. If we find any artifacts, how to take care of it so they can catalog it and keep them for posterity. Interesting enough, she said they mine quite a bit of area around here. It's mostly mining in gold panning and dredging some. Not so much hydraulics in this area because it was just too hard to rock. But that's pretty cool, wasn't it?
It was.
Very interesting. All the equipment they found in the area and have got displayed here.
It's like the Indiana Jones movie, the Temple of Doom. I think it was, and they're riding on the through the mine.
So what are these buildings back behind you here?
Back here, I think she said these is Bachelor's Row, where they used to all the guys would build houses, and they all live in there, all together, you know, during the wintertime. It must have been short.
So what do you think of that wallpaper and laughing plaster they got there?
I think I'll pass on that. But they sure like the floral wallpaper, though. A lot of these houses all have the floral wallpaper, but I would not want to have to do anything with that. It's open. Good. So these were the good seats.
Nice, many people.
Got it? I think so.
Yeah, we'll do a cheat. Okay.
Might be the third time.
You kind of get accustomed to them. Oops, sorry.
You messed up. You got to refilm that. Cut that and redo it.
Let's do it again.
That
Try
was a
again.
missed cue on our part. Here we go. Take two.
All right, there we go. Yeah.
Don't fall into the camera. Hey.
So how you doing?
I'm pulling nails out of boards. I'm learning new skills. It's harder than it looks. It really is.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you. Oh, we did it! All right. Go back.
Okay. Can you get in there? There we go. Just like
butter.
that's even better. Like butter.
Like butter.
Just like butter. Okay, as you can see, we got a lot of it done here. Torn up. We'll get ready to start putting down new stringers and using the old board and putting on new board too.
Keep going.
I'd rather, can you bring that in that way just a hair?
This one, yep.
I'm trying to stay out of your shot.
No, I'm trying to get you, Shar.
Come back in. You want me to do that all over again?
You're doing fine. Okay, Shar's just come down, say it's 3 o'clock. It's quitting time for today, and you can see that's day one. We went all the way from the very beginning, clear back here in front of the house. So that's quite a bit. We're gonna work on it more tomorrow. So here's a nice early morning sunrise. It's about, I think it was 19 or 20 degrees with a wind chill of about 6. So what you got going on, Carolyn?
Oh my God. The staff, they brought these awesome donuts. They are so good.
So here's a porch they're redoing. It was all saggy yesterday. They got the porch top straight. Now they get ready to get the support logs down underneath.
Let go. There, slow down, slow down. Up. All right.
To the wheels.
Okay, stop. Okay. All right, now our way. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute, wait. I'll touch you this side. Really? Here.
I need something super big. I don't think that's big enough.
Really?
Nope.
But, you know, if you need to, it might have more power than that.
Got friends.
No, I just mean for the string. Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so it's Friday of the first week. It's been very fun.
It's been a great week.
We were really doing a lot of progress. Getting the boardwalks done, getting the porch completed, getting the graffiti and the trash all taken care of in the place. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Yes, and I've been helping with the cutting of the boards and moving them around.
Yep.
I've been moving a lot of heavy boards.
And it's a lot of fun, but it's making good progress. We'll show you videos of that. So we're looking forward to 2 days off to go explore, huh? There you go.
Look down those lines.
I know it. Jordan.
This is 1 week's worth on the boardwalk, all the way up to where they're at. Placing all the stingers, the boards, putting gravel, leveling it up, and we'll start again on Monday.
Okay, well today, since we have been here like a week,
Yep.
everybody's tanks were getting a little full with the black and the gray.
Because we are boondocking here.
Yeah. So we luckily, Phil and Shar were able to arrange a septic dump for all of us. So they came out and just sucked the tanks dry.
Yep, got all the rigs.
All of them, and we all really needed it.
So it's halfway through the week. It's a Sunday. We got a septic guy to come out and he's going to suck the gray in the black tank. So we're getting set up, ready to go.
Hey, shit amazes us.
Okay, now this is hilarious. We are getting all the shit pumped out. It's hilarious, and all the guys are watching. They're having a good time. Okay, what you do?
We dump the tanks. He's got a big old tank and he just sucks the gray and the black out. It's great.
It's a piece of shit show. It's the POS, Joe.
But it works good. It's good thing that they did for us. We're all getting taken care of.
Yes, they're taking care of it.
Another thing I wanted to do while we're here was they got great fishing up here in Montana. So I was able to acquire a 10-day fishing license, which is really reasonable for the price. Of course, got my rules and regs book, so make sure I didn't do anything wrong. And they've got a really nice big creek going through this ghost town that goes completely in back of our RVs here. And down in, towards Dillon. And so this morning I got up at about 6, got out there, started fishing about 6:30.
I slept in.
Yeah. I hooked up on my first brown. It was a 15-incher. It was nice. He was in a pretty fast area of the stream over there. And then after that, it started snowing on me. It snowed pretty good for about a half hour, 45 minutes. It didn't stick very well. And then not long after that, I caught the second one, which is a 14-inch brown trout. And it was great. It was really fun to get out and fish for those fish. They're beautiful fish.
I'm not a fishy person.
But we're going to cook them up and eat them and enjoy them. So it was really fun. I was glad I was able to do that.
This is the gallows of the ghost town. From what I understand, they hanged several people, one of them being the sheriff because he was a bad sheriff. But this is not the original, it's just one they put back up so you can see what it was like.
Come on.
It's snowing. It's the end of April and it's snowing. Here's the gate. It's got a horseshoe on it. Ready? Ooh. That is so cool.
So people still come up here and place flowers for their loved ones. All right, so this is Monday, the second week. Just got done demoing right from behind me all the way where we finished last Friday. So it's roughly about 220 feet, I'm guessing, give or take. And then we're going to start after lunch putting in new stringers and new boards, so it's looking good.
That's a long way.
Probably 300, 350.
You guys come for the ceremonial last plane?
Holy crap! You actually 7 days. 7 days to here.
You're on the last board.
The golden spike. There it is. Yeah.
Ooh, awesome.
Done.
So I'll just start off kind of mining here at Bannack. So gold is found here in 1862 in the creek by John White. So the type of mining that they're doing here is placer mining and hard rock mining. So placer mining means that the gold is loose from the ore, right? It's been broken down. So the type of placer mining that is done here is gold panning, dredging, and also hydraulic mining. The other type of mining is lode mining or hard rock mining. So what this means is that the gold is still inside of the ore, still inside of the rock. So the way that this gold ore, these gold veins are created here, right, is through magma coming up through the mantle, and then it's coming through any sort of loose rocks and creating these gold veins, and then it's drying there. Okay, so it has to come through igneous rock. The majority of the rock that you see on top of it is limestone in this area, right? This used to be a part of a large inland sea, and so that's why you see the limestone on top. And when you go down underneath, that is when you find the igneous rock.
Fire brick.
So
And actually turned it into glass.
it's like a resin back here.
I wonder if is that would
Turn it. That's how you pour it out.
Turn it, baby, turn it.
I'm there for you.
This section that you see here, all of this metal parts, they would have originally been inside of the mill itself. They would have been covered, right? However, part of it's fallen down, but also in 1917, there's a lightning strike, starts a fire. Part of the mill is actually burned down. Now that's one story. The other story is that some guys were drinking over here. They end up starting a fire.
John.
And parts of it, right? Now, the official story is the lightning story, so we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So these are all redwood bats that are dried out. Not.
So once it has, the cyanide has been added, it's then going to be pumped into this tank. And this tank is called the pregnant tank. So if a slurry has gold in it, it's considered pregnant. If it isn't, it's considered barren.
I'm assuming it was.
So what'd you think of that?
That was a lot of fun. I didn't know there were so many steps to doing wine.
Oh, there's John! We got John in there! Oh, hey, Wendy and Missy!
Yes!
Touche! Oh, no!
I mean, you were there.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so what do you think of that tour?
That was really neat. I did not know there were so many steps to mining gold, so many processes they had to go through.
Yep, pretty slick. We enjoyed it. She did a good job. So, today's Thursday of the second week of the project.
It's been a long 2 weeks, but it's been great.
We got the boardwalk all done this morning, and ended up being, Carol did the measurements and how many feet of boardwalk did we do?
All the different sidewalks and everything put together, we did approximately 453 feet.
Yeah, length, and they're either 8 foot wide, 10 foot wide, 7 foot wide, just a pair.
Or 5 foot wide.
That's true.
Yes.
Other thing we did is I went back this morning and the park ranger had asked us to, or park manager had asked us to notch where the stringers were underneath the board, so if he ever had to go repair it, he wouldn't have to dig up 10, 15 feet of boardwalk to find it. So I did that with a Sawzall this morning. Got those done on everywhere.
That's a lot of boardwalk.
Yep. So now it's just time to do a lot of cleanup. We're gonna help them finish off the church with new stairs.
Yeah.
I think all the cleaning's done. We're gonna do some painting some boards, repairing some signs, and then clean up the whole project. So I think it's been a blast. I've had a good time.
I've had a great time. I would definitely do this again. If you have the opportunity, definitely do it, because it's a great thing. It's giving back to our parks, our state parks, and it just makes you feel really good.
Yep. And make sure to wear gloves. You get lots of boo-boos, as my grandsons say.
Yeah, you got several of them.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to hammers and nails. So if you like what we're doing and you want to see more episodes, click where?
That way.
Over here. Yep. And we'd like to always say,
We'll take you there.